My name is Jesse Hoey, and I'm a professor in the David R. Cheriton School of Computer Science at the University of Waterloo. In this short video, I am going to discuss some logical errors in the movie The Social Dilemma, in particular to do with induction and deduction. And I'll also briefly mention some implications for artificial intelligence. So let's talk in general about induction and deduction. Suppose that you see it raining. Well, one of the things that happens when it rains is the grass gets wet. The rain causes the grass to be wet. Therefore, you can deduce, if you see it raining, that you'll probably see that the grass is wet. If you go the other way around, it's called induction. So if you see the grass being wet, you can induce that it's raining. But can you really make that induction? Well, in fact, you can't. And that's because the grass might be wet for some other reason, like someone turned the sprinkler on. So therefore, to perform a correct induction, you need to know all of the possible causes of the grass being wet. Here's another example. Maybe this happened to you when you were younger, and your mother said, "No, you can't go to that party," or whatever. And you said, "But all my friends are going." And then your mother said, "If all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump off too?" And the correct answer is supposed to be, "Well, no, I guess not. I won't go." But this guy says, "Oh, geez, probably." What? Why? Because all my friends did. Think about it. Which scenario is more likely? Every single person I know, many of them level-headed and afraid of heights, abruptly went crazy at exactly the same time. Or the bridge is on fire. So we have the same problem here. Friends jumping off a bridge, there are two possible causes. Either they all went crazy at the same time, which is really unlikely, or there's something wrong with the bridge, which is much more likely. We can perform deduction, so if we knew that all our friends had gone crazy at the same time, then we'd expect them all to jump off the bridge. But if we perform induction correctly, we'll come up with the correct conclusion that the bridge is on fire, not that all the friends went crazy at the same time, because that's a much more likely explanation. So they make this error in the film The Social Dilemma, where they have these interveners who are designing interventions on a person's phone. And they may be doing this based on some model of a person, so some kind of personality model, for example. So they might decide to show this person certain types of posts, maybe with certain emotional signatures, because they have a prediction about how this person is going to react. So this part of the film is correct. They know that if they perform this particular kind of intervention, then this person will react in a certain way because they've seen it happening. And they can try out different interventions and see how the person reacts and select the right one. However, they make an error when they claim that they can induce what this person really is, or who this person really is. What is their personality? What is the true nature of this person? So they're making an extremely arrogant claim here that they can make this induction just based on how this person interacts with one particular social network. This is an error because, of course, there are many other causes for what this person is doing. For example, this person has a mother and a sister who are influencing him. Therefore, their induction is incorrect, and this person may be quite different than the personality that they slot him into. Remember that all they're getting is this person's interaction with one particular social network. All of the other things in this person's life are invisible to these interveners. In fact, the problem is even worse because the person and their true social network have very, very deep influences on one another. These influences may be cultural, for example. Therefore, if the social network induces a particular personality type based on some perhaps Western model of personalities, then they will be pigeonholing this guy into one of these personality types. However, he may be from a different cultural background and not fit this model. And therefore, this pigeonholing is forcing him to abandon his cultural background and therefore deny any form of diversity on the social network. If this is all being done by an artificial intelligence, then this is extremely dangerous because it removes diversity, it removes freedom, and it forces people to adopt a very particular type of model of personality, for example. And this personality model may have political or other types of biases embedded into it. So I hope this short video has exposed the error that's made in this film, and I hope that it will lead you to think a little bit about what kinds of errors are being made by artificial intelligence in our daily lives. Thanks for listening.